Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I want to tell you about a grammar instruction in communicative language teaching classroom. Student teachers perceptions. The authors are Muhammad Hollandia, Dian Elina, Leni Marcelina, Fitri Rombulan Ramadhan. The data were analyzed by using the thematic analysis. The findings indicate that there were five indicators on student-teacher perception. One, grammar was a critical component in improving English skills. Two, using classroom activities to promote cognitive activities in classroom. Three, error connection was seen as one of process to conduct its mastering material. For teaching grammar instruction in CLT classroom, teachers act as motivator and facilitate all students' needs. 5. Students should take part on the process of learning introduction grammar is the language framework and system of meaning. Every language seems to have a grammar and person speaking similar language will communicate by because they naturally understand grammar in the importance of teaching English grammar. As a foreign language, various methods and approaches have been applied to intentionally complete tests. Using CLT to teach grammar in the second language classroom is an effort to improve students' attitude towards language learning and have positive effect on their learning process. Summary 1999 listed there are two primary kinds of approach to teaching grammar in CLT: visual approach and deep end approach. Literary review: the concept of communicative language teaching, communicative language teaching (CLT) is one of approach to language teaching. This approach was found from the awareness that language is a system for communication, not just a set of the rules. Role of student teacher and grammar instruction in CLT. In addition, Brian and Candy Irwin Richards and Rogers 2001 p. 166 described the role of learning TLT as delegate towards himself the process of learning and the objective of learning, emerging from and interacting in the role of the negotiator both in group and in classroom activity. Methodology research design participants are local of the study. The case present an unusual or unique situation. The study was conducted in Islam Junior High School, Palembang. Data collection analysis Creswell 2012 defines validating is the research evaluate actuality or credibility of the result through some technique such as member checking or triangulation. Finding the data gained from interview were analyzed by using the thematic analysis, the importance of grammar. We found that most of the teachers agreed that the grammar was a crucial component in improving student skills in selected classroom. Classroom activity, we found that most of the teachers agreed that in learning process group work or pair work were designed to promote communication in the classroom. Quality and quantity of error connection based on the data obtained from interview. We found that most of teachers agreed that error correction was one of process to create students in mastering material. The role of teacher in classroom, we also found that most of the teachers trained the students to take responsibility and self-discipline to develop their activities. The role and contribution of students in the learning process. The data obtained from the interviews also reveal that teaching grammar instruction in CLT classroom should be balanced. The student perceptions toward grammar instruction in communicative language teaching. After analyzing the data from interview, we found was some student perception toward grammar instruction, communicative language teaching discussion. It was found that there was several information about teacher and student perceptions towards grammar instruction in communicative language teaching. Classroom this consisted of A. The importance of grammar, B. Classroom activity, C. Quality and quantity of error correction. D. The role of teacher in classroom. E. The role and contribution of students in the learning process. And the conclusion, it was one teacher and students' perception toward grammar instruction in communicative language teaching. The first teacher perception is teaching grammar instruction in communicative language provide students with explanation was an intuitive way to teach grammar instruction in selected classroom. Group and pair work was designed to promote communication in CLT classroom. Teachers claim that in learning process, error connection was now process students to mastering material, so correcting mistake was an obligation for teacher. Teacher was the sole motivator in the teaching, learning process, and training students to take responsibility in develop their activities. In teaching grammar instruction in CLT classroom, students should not only mastering the theory but also practicing the theory. Student perception in learning grammar in communicative language teaching classroom. While students consider grammar as an important part in learning English, so they need to know and learning grammar too. Students claim that learning grammar in CLT with group activities help them to learn and practice comfortable. 3. In learning students, error has been considered helpful in achieving successful communicative competence, so students did not feel bad when the teacher correct the error mistake. Number 4, student worship in learning process teachers should motivate students to more practice in using English language and explain material. Interestingly, 5 students argue that they should taking part on the process of learning and following learning process well. Okay, I think this enough. Thank you very much. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.